Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Asia here, and today we're going to be looking at the Sonic Frontiers Prologue, both the comic book and the animated short, to bring you up to speed on all the events that happen leading up to Sonic Frontiers, so that you have some background info on what goes on for the events of the game, which I will be playing on its November 8th release date. So if you're not subscribed already, please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that gameplay. And with that, let's get started. Alright, so first up, we have the most recent TailsTube episode uploaded by the official Sonic the Hedgehog YouTube account, which has some very interesting dialogue towards the end that will help lead into the prologue, comic book, and animation. So I'm just going to play that for you real quick, and then we'll move on to the comic book.
I'm glad you stopped by, actually. I was doing some research on the Chaos Emeralds, and their signal led my tracker to someplace strange. It looks like some new islands I've never seen before. Wanna come check it out?
Sounds like an adventure. I'm in. Oh, wait, let me do the thing. I'm in.
Great! Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you next time for another Sonic Scoop. Should we invite Amy, too?
Hey, the more the merrier.
Alright, so let's take a look at our first prologue, which is the comic book. It's titled Sonic Frontiers Prologue Convergence, and we have a compilation of all the pages, which were released on Twitter, thanks to Sonic Station, so shout out to him for making this compilation. Thank you very much. So yeah, here's the cover. We've got Eggman with the glitchy cyber effect, Sonic and Tails, and there's Amy, the aforementioned Amy. Yeah, it looks like they're flying on their plane, the Tornado, to the Starfall Islands. So let's check this out. Alright, so, I guess I'll narrate this. I don't really have the best Sonic, or, I'm just gonna do it. Amy said she'd meet us on the island up ahead, ETA 5 minutes, says Tails. Better make an emergency landing, Tails, says Sonic, because it looks like she could use some help. And we can see that Amy's fending off a bunch of crab meats, which are one of the classic Sonic badniks or type of enemies that you see a lot. And then we have like this giant crab meat mech sort of thing that Eggman seems to be piloting. That's probably him. It only makes sense that he would take the biggest one. And then Amy says, "Ha! Sonic and Tails are here. Your chances of beating me just went from slim to none, Eggman." So, yeah, she's using her Pico hammer to mash the badniks. And then we see Eggman saying, "Get a load of this," but it's like real big, as if it's like an intercom announcement or something. So, I think this is Sonic attacking here, the cockpit. I'm not sure. But Eggman says, "No way, I can't believe this." And if you happen to be a Sonic fan watching this, you know that these references are from Sonic Adventure 1. So, and then Sonic says, "Did you save any of the small fry for me?" And then Amy's like, "Sorry, that's the last one." And another adventure line, "All systems full power." So he seems to be saying a lot of quotes from Sonic Adventure that he did during the final boss, Egg Viper or something like that. So it looks like Eggman's about to crush them with like this giant claw thing, I guess. So then Sonic's like, "Don't hog all the fun." That actually has like a double meaning there, because they're hedgehogs and he's like, hog. Get it? Never mind. And then Amy's like, she swings the Pico hammer to deflect the attack, and then let me see if I can go to the next page. Alright. So then he says, Eggman says, "No way, I can't believe this again." It's kind of hard for you to see because like this title card thing is in the way. So we see Tails here with a wrench, and for those of you who are not familiar, Tails is kind of basically Eggman. He likes to build machines and tinker with things. He's like a builder. So, looks like he's about to like unscrew something. Yeah, so he's unscrewing bolts from the arm, this like big crab arm from the mech. And he's like, ha! And then they're cheering. So, Eggman says another line, time for a change of pace. So he seems to be saying a lot of things from Sonic Adventure 1, the final boss of that game, where he was saying a bunch of things. So these are all like older quotes, references from a past game. And the fact that they're like making these speaking boxes like bigger than the rest of them, it's giving off like it's almost like an intercom announcement, like I was saying. So maybe this isn't actually him talking. So then Sonic's like, hold up, I've heard all this mad ranting before. So then he's like, let's wrap this up quickly. Any ideas? And Amy says, Tails, let's take out the front legs. So this part's kind of hard to understand what's going on here. I know they're doing damage, but... So she seems to be smacking one of the legs with her Pico hammer, and then Tails, like... I can't tell if he's, like, using his wrench here or something. Maybe he is, or maybe he's, like, using his tails to... I don't know. Point is, they knocked out one of the legs, I think. Yeah. And then Sonic goes to... He does a spin dash. He goes to attack the cockpit again, I guess. So then he does, and then he's like, what? That's not Eggman. So, this comic was actually released in 2 parts, so this is where part 1 would have ended. So, when I first read this, this was a big cliffhanger for me. So, and then move on to part 2, sometime soon, I guess. Oh, it changes page. Okay, there we go. So this is where part 2 starts. So yeah, that's what I thought. It was a decoy. A decoy Eggman that was like spewing a bunch of Sonic Adventure lines. So he says, ha ha ha, see if you can make it through here, Sonic. And Sonic's like, it's another decoy piloting a mecha. Adorable. And then Tails is like, this is all part of a bigger plan. He's trying to distract us from the Starfall Islands, which is very true. And then Amy's like, you guys invited me to go there and help find the Chaos Emeralds, right? And then Tails like, right. They're a mysterious set of islands. Legend has it a long-lost civilization once lived there. For some reason, the Chaos Emeralds started gathering there. And then Amy says, and now Eggman launches a decoy to keep us busy. He's definitely up to something. Yeah, those are my thoughts for the very beginning, the first time I read this. I'm like, this has to be a decoy because Eggman's got to be up to something else. Like, why would he waste his time attacking Amy? And then we can see Sonic playing like shuffle kick with the head of the decoy. That's kind of funny. And then he's like, mystery action adventure sound like fun to you? And then Amy's like, you know it does. Let's go. And then with some well-timed coordination, Sonic kicks the head, and then Amy smacks it with their Pico hammer, and Tails just like, wow. Alright, and then I can't tell who's saying what here, but I'm just gonna guess it's Sonic, because he's the only one outlined in this image. So, next stop, Kronos Island, which, if you watched my previous Sonic Frontiers video, you'll know that is the first island in Sonic Frontiers. By the way, if you haven't watched that video, I highly recommend you do, because a lot of this will not make sense otherwise. So I recommend you watch that if you want some, like, background info on this game, the lore, the story, all that. Anyway, I'll leave the link in the description. So, later, Kronos Island, first of the Starfall Islands. So, we see that big tower we've seen before on Kronos Island, and Eggman seems to be landing on the island with some sort of big shuttle. I don't believe this is anything like we've seen before. I think this is like a brand new sort of ship. So then Eggman shouts status report or status report. I think he usually says status report. I don't know. I'm trying to talk like Eggman here. So then we see this red and black text box, not pointing to any single thing. So I'm guessing it's an AI voice. Assets have been deployed to all islands. Supply caches have been distributed. So Eggman seems to be looking at a bunch of plans of the islands. We can see Ares Island here, Kronos, Chaos Island, and stuff like that. He's just looking at info of the Starfall Islands, so you can learn more about the place, I guess. Now again, Sage has the same red and black glitchy color scheme, so maybe that's her. I don't know. I mean, that's the only, besides like the mysterious AI voice we've been hearing, which is something else entirely from Sage. Just so you know, that was probably a little confusing in my first video. I don't know. I mean, the AI is just a voice. So, and we know what Sage looks like. So, I don't know. We haven't heard any other like things, person or anything like that talk like real like computery like this. So I don't know. I'm thinking it's Sage. And Eggman's like, excellent. Now I can begin surveying the islands. Soon the long-lost technology of the ancients will belong to me. Alright, next page. Whenever that shows up. I'm trying not to miss it. Okay, there we go. So, Orbot and Cubot then appear on the next page. Those are two of Eggman's, like, minions, almost, sort of. You kind of have to already have some prior knowledge of, like, the Sonic franchise, you know, to know who these guys are, but in short, they're basically just, like, Eggman's henchmen that he programmed personalities into. They're kind of, like, smart with him all the time. So, conversations between Eggman and Orbot and Cubot are always entertaining, and I'm sure this one will be as well. So, Orbot, I believe this one's Orbot and this one's Cubot. I don't remember who's who. Hello, boss. Enjoying your island excursion? This is a business trip, not a vacation. And then Orbot is like, of course, sir, and I hate to interrupt, but Eggman's like, interrupts him, and he's just like, just spit it out already. And then Orbot's like, Sonic and his friends just trashed Unit V3 Koi, which is like basically saying decoy. And Eggman's like, what? And you're telling me this now? There were, technical difficulties trying to reach you. And, I'm not sure what Cubot's trying to do here. I don't know, just messing with some sort of game board or whatever. And Eggman's just like, oh, really? And the AI voice is like, not the other AI voice, just whatever voice this is, we don't know yet. Analysis of data transfer, significant delay. Oh, hold on, let me read that. Analysis of data transfer shows significant delay between unit destruction and contact. Which is basically saying that there was a long time period between when the decoy was, which is, the decoy is referring to that big crab mech that Sonic, Tails, and Amy just took down. Saying there's a significant amount of time between when Sonic, Tails, and Amy took down that giant crab mech and when Orbot and Cubot contacted them. And then I don't know which one of them speaking, probably Orbot, since he's the only one who's talking so far. He's just like, how tattletale. So then Eggman's like, grr, just keep things running until I return. And then he says, I take the time. So I'm guessing at this point he gets off the call with Orbot. And then he's like, I take the time to program lifelike personalities into some minions. And all it does is frustrate me. Once. Just once. I'd like one of my creations to fill me with pride instead of regret. And then he says, the relics hidden on the Starfall Islands are staggeringly advanced. Maybe once I take them for my own, I can finally craft the ultimate creation. And he says, first things first, the rodent, he's referring to Sonic, is undoubtedly on his way here. I'll have to accelerate my plans. And then the AI voice. So we've been hearing this comic so far. It's probably Sage. It's probably safe to say, it's probably safe to say, jeez, that it's Sage at this point. So, excuse me. Warning: AI integration untested. System stress tests untested. Accelerated timetable is not advised. Ah, but I developed you to protect me, and my coding is impeccable, says Eggman. There's no time to waste with Sonic on the way. Hurry up and download yourself for deployment. Uh-oh, this is gonna be something bad. Eggman's not taking the time to make sure this actually works. And, oh boy. And then the AI voice is like, download complete. And Eggman's like, very good. So I guess that's the program right there. So then Eggman flies out into the storm in this egg pod. And then he stumbles upon a cyberspace portal, which I guess is what he's looking for, because he's like, my latest, greatest artificial intelligence will make short work of the ancient cybersecurity. And then all of their fantastic achievements will be mine to control. And that's it. That's the end of the comic. It says to be continued in Sonic Frontiers, available November 8th on consoles and PC. So yeah, I'm guessing that Eggman he didn't take time to make sure that this AI system works of his, that something's gonna go wrong, and then the events of Frontiers are gonna start. I don't think it's gonna be 100% Eggman's fault, but it's gonna be a big portion of his fault. Did they just keep showing this until the end? Or did they show, like... What's this? Oh, just I guess a fan art, I guess. Cool. So, yeah, that's the Prologue comic book. Showing what's going on with Sonic, Tails, and Amy, and Eggman. But, yeah, we're done with that for now. So, let's move on to, the Prologue animation featuring Knuckles the Echidna. Alright, so let's react to the Sonic Frontiers Prologue Divergence. Actually, we're going to read the summary real quick. Let's do that. For as long as he can remember, Knuckles has preferred to operate on his own. As the guardian of the Master Emerald, he knows every corner of his island and every secret it holds, or so he thought. A sudden discovery is about to turn his world upside down. Alright, let's watch this. Check this out. Angel Island.
Angel Island.
Oh, yep.
A land of miracles, of mysteries. My home.
This looks really good, the animation.
I am its guardian. I watch over the Master Emerald and every living thing here. That is to say, all the plants and animals. Any other kind of civilization has long since disappeared from the island.
Interesting.
I do things on my own, and that's just how I like it. I don't need anyone else to get by. But sometimes, I wonder how things would be if I hadn't been given this responsibility.
Yeah, me too.
Why was I chosen for this duty?
I don't know.
Perhaps it's karma.
Oh, he's referring
Thousands
to...
of years ago.
Oh, this... Oh, okay. Oh, he's referencing Sonic Adventure. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me rewind.
It's karma. Thousands of years ago, my ancestors attempted to steal a power that wasn't theirs.
Ah. Okay, so yeah, I gotta explain a little something here. So, hold on. If I can get it to the... Well, come on. Okay, there we go. So, this is Tikal. She's the daughter of the Echidna tribe chief. So, yeah, the Echidnas tried to steal the Master Emerald from a creature called Chaos. So, yeah, the Echidnas weren't the original guardians of the Master Emerald. It was actually Chaos, who was actually a mutant of one of these little... hold on. If I can get one of these little Chow creatures. He was a mutant of one of these little Chow. So... yeah, the Echidnas wanted the Master Emerald and the Chaos Emerald, so they tried to steal it from Chaos. Of course, this was thousands of years ago, so Knuckles wasn't involved in this. I don't think he was even born yet. But, so yeah, they tried to take it, and then Chaos basically wiped them all out. If I can get to, yeah. So, in the end, in Sonic Adventure, Tikal had to end up sealing herself inside the Master Emerald with Chaos so to stop his rampage. So, and then an entire chunk of the Mystic Ruins, this place was ripped up, high up into the sky, and that's how Angel Island formed. So you just want to give a little history. And that's Chaos wiping them all out.
The question is, whose power was it originally?
I don't know. Overt's Ripple? Interesting.
Who built this shrine to the emeralds?
I don't know.
And where did they go?
Yeah, where did they go? Maybe we'll find out in Sonic Frontiers, since Knuckles is asking that question. Ooh, Sky Sanctuary.
To protect my home, I need to know every possible vulnerability.
I didn't even... Did I mention how good this looks? Like, the art
I've
style is
explored
so
the island
cool.
top to bottom, but I still manage to find something new every day.
There's the Chow.
New routes between regions, ruins of different echidna tribes,
They're adorable.
and remnants of some group that came before.
They're like Pokemon, almost. Oh, cool, Knuckles is gliding, using his abilities. There's... What's that Chow doing? What is that he's trying to pull?
Hold on, little guy. I'll help.
Oh, that's nice. He's helping. Do it, Knuckles. Yeah!
Huh?
Oh no, but you started the Chow. Oh no, no, no. Bad Knuckles.
Hey, there. Here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is
This
that a...
is what you were
Hold on,
looking
hold on,
for,
hold
right?
on, hold on. Is that a Coco face? Hold on. Is that the face of a Coco, or is that just a Coco mask? Because that'd be pretty weird if that's the face of a dead Coco. I'm curious. What is that? It's got something to do with the Coco.
This is what you were looking for, right?
I wonder why like Chow is looking for that. Oh, that's a portal gear. Those are what we use to enter the cyberspace levels. Oh, don't tell me there's a cyberspace portal on Angel Island. That'd be sick.
This is different.
It is different, Knuckles. Yo, I was right. There's a cyberspace portal on Angel Island. What does this mean? Why is there a portal on Angel Island?
It looks old.
Well,
Even
yeah,
older
duh.
than these ruins.
Oh no, Knuckles. Oh, he put the gear in. Oh no. It's gonna transport him to cyberspace. Knuckles. Oh no. No, 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 no! Oh boy. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh, this isn't cyberspace, I don't think.
What was that?
I don't know.
What? Where am I?
I don't know, Knuckles.
This isn't my island.
No, it's not.
Is this another one of your tricks, Eggman? Show yourself!
It's not one of his tricks. It's not one of the other... You're not gonna... Don't worry, Knuckles. You're not gonna get tricked by him this time. You know, I like that line. They're showing some character growth. Because in past games, he was susceptible to lies from Eggman. He was tricked by Eggman multiple times to helping him out. So this kind of shows like some character progression. I like that a lot. But to answer your question, Knuckles, no, this isn't Eggman's doing. At least I don't think. This event could be related to the comic somehow, but I'm not sure. I don't know. This part of the story seems to be all Knuckles doing, but I don't know. We'll have to find out when we get the game. Oh boy. Oh, are we gonna get a fight scene? Yo, that'd be sick. I like this detail in the eyes. This looks really good. The animation in this like looks really good. The whole thing, it's just amazing. Tyson Hess and everyone else who worked on this, thank you very much. I love this. Yo, the Frontiers enemies.
Oh, an ambush, huh? Your funeral.
Ooh. Man, this music goes hard. Ooh, 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 ooh. Do it, Knuckles. Yo. I just got such anime vibes from that. Honestly, there should be a show like this. Gee, single punch Knuckles. Look at him go. Yo, do it, Knuckles. Is he just gonna take out the entire cliff? Oh, yeah, he's doing it. Oh my gosh, he's taking out the entire cliff. Oh, one of them made it. Oh, he just throws a rock.
Whoever's behind this better show yourself now. We'll settle this in a fair fight. And after I win, you'll send me home. Got it?
That's Asura, one of the Guardians, who just popped out of nowhere. Just... Sage! Oh no! Oh, this explains how Knuckles gets trapped on Ares Island. So, this is something that interests me. The story says that his friends, Sonic's friends, are trapped as digital ghosts. So, the word ghosts means that obviously that someone's dead. A ghost is a spiritual form of someone who already died. So, what I'm thinking is maybe did Sage kill Knuckles, and this is his like ghost, and he's trapped here on Ares Island, or and maybe that's why Sonic has to collect memory tokens to stabilize his condition. I don't know. Maybe it could also be that this is a fake copy of Knuckles, and his real form is his physical body is like somewhere else maybe, and this is just a trick or something like that. Oh, that would be kind of lame because I mean, I'm looking at Hit Knuckles and I know this is not real. It's not physical. This is like glitchy stuff, and I'm sure Sonic will be able to tell that too. So I'm leaning more towards the first theory. So yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with this because I've always been intrigued by this glitchy effect we've been seeing on the characters. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens when we get the game. But yeah, he's trapped on Ares Island now.
I do things on my own. That's just how I like it.
I'm sorry, Knuckles.
I don't need anyone else to get by.
Oh, that's what he said at the beginning.
But sometimes.
Yo. Okay, we gotta talk about this. Let's just let this finish playing for a second. But like, seriously. That was like sick. That was so cool. Okay. Alright. This is new music, I think. I think this is like an extension of I'm Here, the main theme. Interesting. Okay. Alright. So that was insane. Okay, we gotta talk about this. Alright, so right, we see Angel Island. And again the art style looks gorgeous. We see Knuckles guarding the Master Emerald. He says something very interesting here, like any other civilization that's been here before is gone. And what he could be referring to is Echidna ancestors, but maybe there was someone else involved, some other civilization that we don't know about. I don't know, but that's interesting. Just talking about how he likes to be a loner. And then he refers to his past, which I told you about, where his Echidna ancestors stole the Master Emerald from Chaos. And then this red glow, I'm not 100% sure. I believe that's to call spirit that floats around and like guides Knuckles places. I'm pretty sure. And that reverse ripple we saw was interesting. I'm wondering if that's Chaos. I don't think so, because he was pretty much dead. We saw him die in Sonic Adventure 2 when Super Sonic killed him. So, so Knuckles asks who built this shrine, which is something we've all wanted to know for a very long time. We don't know where the Chaos Emeralds came from. Obviously, we know that they came from the shrine, and you know that Chaos was guarding it, but we don't know like how they are formed, who made them, and who made the people who made them, you know? So, hopefully this game will tell us about the origins of the Chaos Emeralds. The Chaos Emeralds seem to be a very important part of the story, so probably. So yeah, he asks, where did they go? The people who built the shrine for the emeralds. And something I noticed here, if we go back to the shrine, we can see that these were originally the poles that the Chaos Emeralds sat on. But then after like the Chaos thing happened, they were all like torn to pieces. So the Chaos Emeralds couldn't like rest there anymore. So, this is interesting. And of course, we know that now that the Chaos Emeralds are on the Starfall Islands. But the question is why, and that's probably what we're going to figure out in Sonic Frontiers. So, yeah, he goes to Sky Sanctuary, tells us about its island and stuff. Adorable Chow. I think this is the first time we've seen Knuckles use his abilities in like an animated form. So that's really cool. And then we see this Coco face. Now again, I'm not sure if this is the face of a dead Coco, which would be pretty creepy if it was, or if this is a Coco mask. But yeah, very interesting. I wonder if the Coco is related. The Cocos are related to Angel Island at all. So this part was really interesting, intriguing. And then he finds a portal gear here and the cyberspace portal. So he puts it in. You know, he gets taken to this other place. I don't entirely know what this is. I know it's not cyberspace for sure, because this just doesn't look like a classic Sonic trope from like Green Hill, Chemical Plant, or Sky Sanctuary, or any of those, the city level. This isn't like a traditional Sonic level theme. This is like somewhere else. I don't know if this is maybe the final island in the game. Maybe the third island. It is pretty dark. It could be Chaos Island. I don't know, but this place is really interesting. I wonder where this is. We get this epic fight scene. Of course, this was the best. Just like, boom! And you can really feel the impact here because of how realistic the glass is here. Like, look at that. And you can see the shockwave. Like, this is epic. You know, I'm gonna use that in the thumbnail. Yeah, I'm using that in the thumbnail. So yeah, this whole thing's epic. And there's some real squash and stretching here. Like, look at this. Wow, they really went to great lengths to make this great. This epic shot where he just, like, takes out the entire cliff. And throughout all of this, there's, like, red lightning in the sky. Like, red glitchy lightning. It's very interesting. So, and then he, like, throws this one enemy off with a rock. And then, out of nowhere... Oh, God, that's scary. That's actually quite terrifying. But I didn't want that. I'm trying to find Asura. Yeah, there we go. This is one of the guardians that we get to fight in Sonic Frontiers called Asura. I don't know if it's called Asura or Asura, one of those. And then, so that just pops up out of nowhere. And if you watch my previous Sonic Frontiers video, which I highly recommend you do, then you'll know that Sage here, if I can get a shot of Sage somewhere, maybe. You know that Sage is in complete control over all the enemies. So she probably just, like, snapped her fingers and, like, oh, warp here. So, yeah, Sage is looking down at Knuckles with the death stare. And then, apparently, you know, like I said before, maybe she kills Knuckles and this is his ghost. Or this is a fake copy of Knuckles. I don't know. But he just gets warped to Ares Island, and he's now, like, some sort of digital ghost all of a sudden, so. And yeah, that's the end of it. We see a little shot of Ares, and then we get some new music for the end credits. So yeah, overall, I really like this. Hold on, I'm just gonna put it on here for now, while we talk about the rest of it. So, overall, I really like this a lot. This really gives Knuckles the spotlight, which he hasn't had for a very long time. This makes Knuckles feel, like, important again, instead of just, like, a little supporting role, where Sega can use him as a punching bag just to make him look like a dumb brute. But no, we can see that Knuckles actually has some depth to him now, and he's... Knuckles is cool again, alright? That's what I'm trying to get across here. So, yeah, I really like the character direction they took with Knuckles here. And he was asking all the same questions he did in Adventure 1, like, why is this my responsibility? You know, shouldn't have to do this, blah, blah, blah. But, he asked a new question, who built the Shrine to the Emeralds, like I said before. And that's probably something we're going to find out in Sonic Frontiers. And I'm really excited to see how that fits into the story, because if you don't know already, Ian Flynn, the writer of the comics, is now writing this story. So it's probably going to be good, because if you've read any of these issues, I certainly have. I can tell you from experience that they are very, very well written. They have, you know, there are some great stories in there. So, and yeah, from what little bits of the story we've seen in this game so far, and of course this prologue is phenomenal. I'm really excited to see what plays out in Frontiers and what effect this prologue, the events of this prologue, have on the game. So, but anyway, enough of my ranting. Thank you guys so much for watching my reaction and analysis of the Sonic Frontiers Prologue, both the comic book and the animation. And in a few days, I'll hopefully be able to release a pre-Sonic Frontiers release podcast, just talking about some of the new gameplay and, you know, just sharing my hopes for the game. But, yeah, if you haven't subscribed already, please be sure to subscribe. I'm going to be uploading November 8th gameplay for Sonic Frontiers. Managed to get some money from my aunt for my 14th birthday to pre-order it. Thank you if you're watching this. And, yeah, I'll see you guys next time.